Well, do I have some scoops for you hockey fans. Now, today we have some news on Jonathan Klingberg and the Patrick Kane saga. Now, first of all, before this one starts, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit, a certain amount. I think, at like 39 subs, so thank you guys for sticking by. If you're a hockey fan or a Habs fan, this is the right place to be. So first of all, let's start with Patrick effing Kane. Now, a lot of trade talks or rumors that teams are very interested in Patrick Kane. Now, this doesn't mean that every single team is calling and offering a trade. Now, of course, they're gonna call in to ask what Chicago wants for a Patrick Kane. Like, we're talking about Patrick Kane here. Now, he's not prime Kane, but he's still one of the best wingers in the NHL we have today. Now, let's go look at Patrick Kane's stats as of now. He is no bum, okay? Patrick Kane is still a really solid player on the offensive end, not on the defensive. So let's check this season. In 78 games, he did put up 26 goals and 66 assists for 92 points on one of the worst teams in the NHL, the Chicago Blackhawks. Even last year, he did put up 66 points in 56 games, only putting up 15 goals. And the year before that, he did put up 33 goals and 51 assists for 84 points in 70 games. That was the last time he made the playoffs. Now, 2 consecutive years without making a playoff appearance. So is Patrick Kane. Now, the rumor is, I'll take this one with a grain of salt, hearing the Blackhawks have been engaged in trade discussions with teams about Patrick Kane. Dallas among the teams most recently interested. Now, David is not the most accurate source ever, but take it with a grain of salt. We're going to have a discussion today. Now, what would it be that the Dallas Stars would give up? Now, I'm not a Dallas fan, but probably Bork would be one of a first round pick. It could be Faksa, Gurianov. I mean, I don't know if they have to add Christian Kyrou to that, but starting off with Bork, a first, Gurianov might be the starting, because we're talking about Patrick Kane here. Now, this is why I think Patrick Kane is one of the best fits for the Dallas Stars. Now, let's go look at their lineup. I would keep that first line. Rope, Hintz, Pavelski, Robertson. One hell of a season they had. Robertson putting up 47 goals. Hintz putting up, I believe, high 80 points, as well as Pavelski. But they could also put Patrick Kane on the wing, or they could put Pavelski at center with Robertson, Kane, and Pavelski. Or they could also keep Rope Hintz on the first line and put Joe Pavelski down with Seguin and Ben. Now, I'm not too sure. Now, why am I saying this is a good fit? If you go look at the cap situation offensively for the Dallas Stars, they still have to sign Robertson, and they have a lot of expiring contracts. So this could be the year for them to win. Seguin, Ben is, they're not in their primes anymore, man. Like, Seguin's only 30, but they put up really bad numbers last year for the amount of money they make. Rope Hintz is going to expire next year. Same for Gurianov. They picked up Marchman, which I find is one of the best acquisitions in the entire NHL during the offseason. He's only 27 years old, making $4.5 million. That is a beautiful contract, if you ask me. And Joe Pavelski is going to be turning 39, I believe, at the end of the season, and his contract is expiring. So they would probably have to retain a lot of money to get Patrick Kane on this team. Now, Patrick Kane, lethal. This would be one of the most lethal offensive lines in the NHL. Like, Rope Hintz, Robertson, Kane on the same line. Now, Kane is a liability on the defensive end, but playing with those two guys could help tremendously. That's why I think that would be like a good position for him. Now, Kane does make $10.5 million. That's why I said they'd probably have to retain minimum like 30% of his contract. That is a lot of money. Now, also, are they going to move Jonathan Toews? This is very interesting for the Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know what's going to happen, man. This is, if you would have told me this like 5 years ago, I would be shocked. Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews possibly moving. Now, next up, we have the Jonathan Klingberg. Jonathan Klingberg. He signed a 1-year deal at $7 million with the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim are still not a good team. I mean, he's getting his money for a year. My opinion, this looks like a sign and trade bound to happen at the deadline. Maybe get some picks. I don't know if he's movable, but at 7 million, I mean, it's not the worst contract. Maybe he could get moved at the deadline and they could get some picks. But 1 year there, I mean, I'm not sure about this. Leave in the comments down below. I'm in between with this one. I'm not sure how to think right now. We'll have to see how the season goes. But I think that is about it for today's video. If there is any more news, I will keep you guys updated. And thank you all, and peace.